Evening all, Rich here, back for part 5 of this RMS Baltic tutorial. Today's focus is the ship's forecastle details, like the cargo hatches and breakwater and things like that. Masts, and anything else I can think of along the way. But before we do any of that, we're going to go to the ship's wheelhouse first, and the first deck house around the ship's wheelhouse, or below the ship's wheelhouse. We're going to add our handrails to all of it. So we're going to get our handrails, which are iron bars, and we're just going to add handrails all the way around everything here. So we'll start at the top. This is normally something I do later on, but we'll do it now. So all the handrails around the ship's wheelhouse and the top of it first, like so. And then down to the next deck, we'll go from the back end of the ship's bridge wings, add handrails around that as well. And don't forget to go around the stairs as well, that's always an important thing. And all things like that. But like I said, there's normally something I do towards the end of the video, but as we're on the near the completion of the, well, I think that this pretty much does complete the ship's wheelhouse, or the first deck house. There is a bit more to go on, like the mast, but we'll add that later on. So I'll just get the handrails and get this all tidied up. So that's oh balls, that thing's in the way. Alright, so that's that deck done as well. So now go down to the next deck and do the same again, add the handrails around that. And you know, you can probably skip ahead about 10 minutes while I do all this. Oh, these bloody things are a pain in the ass. La 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 la, dee 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 dee. So that's around this one. Right, so that's that one as well. And then lastly, on the bottom deck, I'll do the same there, and I'll use the hand welded it for this one, otherwise I'm going to be here a bloody day. So just use replace 0 with 101. And there we go. So 101 is the code for the handrails, or iron bars, whatever we want to call them. And just go up the other side as well, and across the front. And there we go, so just do this last bit here. And there we go, so that's the handrails all completed on the first deck house. Like I said, there's a few more details to go on, mainly certain things. I will come back to it later on because I am seeing there are supports to go on, but we'll worry about them another time. So what we're going to do now is go to the forecastle deck, which is this deck on the front of the ship, and we're going to go to the front wall of the ship's superstructure at the bottom. And we're going to start building cargo hatches and things. So we're going to go to front wall center, and we're going to count to the 7th block forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll build our cargo hatch. So that's the center block. The cargo hatch is 9 wide, so that's 4 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. And then the sides are 9 as well, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then join them together across the front. There we go, so there's our first hatch. So the centre 3 blocks are going to increase to 2 blocks high. Like so, all the way the full length of the what's it doodle. And then the sides you just use quartz slabs or whatever design you want to use. And then everything should be okay. So that's one side there, and then the other side like so. Right, so there's our first hatch done there. Now either side of the hatch at the back end, so the back wall here, and then gonna go 2 blocks out to the side. So the back wall go out 2 or 3, make a 2 block gap, and then just build 3 wide like that, and then in front of that 3 wide again, and then build 2 on the sides, 2 on the sides, and then 2 in the middle like that. So you're sort of creating that sort of thing, sort of like a presidential chair, if you know what I mean. So there's that side there, and I do the same the other side. So it's 3 wide and 3 wide, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 up, and there we go. There's those 2 designs like that, and it should look something like that. Kind of looks like a face with that smile. Right, so what we're going to do now is go back to the hatch, and we're going to go to trying to work out how we do this. So we've done the first hatch. Now we need to leave. Let me just have a look. So we need to leave a 15 block gap. So count forward 16 blocks. It's from the front of the hatch. So that's the first block. So we want 5, 10, 15. So on the 16th block, we want a mech, which is 7 blocks wide. So build a line of 2 like that, and then you want to build 2 more lines of 2 to the side, and 2 more lines of 2 to the side like that. So you've got 5 rows of 2 like that, and then join them together across the top with a single line like that. So there you go, there's your mech like that. And it's basically all these things are pulleys and things that connects the rigging to the thingies, the masts. Right, so there we go. So then what we're going to do now is go and leave a 1 block gap forward of the mech, so heading towards the bow again. And we're going to add another cargo hatch. So I'm just writing this down as I go, or reading it as I go. So I want to build this one 9 wide as well. So single block plus 4 that way and 4 that way. And then the sides are, what are they, 9 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then join them together again. And it's the same design as before. So the center 3, you just build 2 blocks high. Like so. And then down the sides with the slabs. Like so, and then the same the other side. The frame rate's going apeshit at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Seem to get more lag looking that way than I do looking that way. I don't know what's going on. There we are. Right, there we are. Pardon me, there's the hatch done, so I've got hiccups. Right, so there's our hatch. Okay. So what we're going to do now is leave a 2 block gap, and we're going to add another mech. So 2 block gap, basically 3 blocks forward. And we're going to add a mech, which is... I'm just going to look at this one. We want to build it sort of similar to the one we just built behind the hatch, but only five rows of 2. So there's 1 row in the middle, and then 2 and 2 there. So it's basically 3 rows of 2, and then single row of blocks connecting them all up like that. And that's how that should look, like that. So it's 5 wide basically. So there's that back there, and then we leave a 3 block gap. So 1, 2, 3, and on the 4th block we add another mech, which this time is slightly wider. So it's 2 rows of 2 either side of the centre. So it's, oh, damn it, it's slightly wider like that. And then as before, join them together across the front. So it's basically 5 rows of 2 with a single line across the top like that. Okay, so there's that mech there. So how do we do that? So it's a 3 gap one here. So then we need a 1 block gap. We're going to add the mast. So we're going to get our... I normally do this with the yellow terracotta. So we'll get our yellow terracotta. And we're going to go 1 block from the mech forward, and we're going to put our mast there. So I won't worry about the mast just yet. If you want to know, it's basically 4 rows of 15 up. If you look on the prototype there, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of 15 diagonally back like that. I'll come back to this later on and sort it out, but let's just get that placement in there so we know where the mast is. So we've got the mast there, and then we're going to leave a 2 block gap forward, so 3 forward. We're going to add the breakwater, which is what diverts the waves over the bow. So the breakwater is 13 wide. So we've got the centre block plus 6 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that way. And then double that in height. So it's 2 blocks high like that. And then you're going to want to build diagonally single blocks down to the side. So diagonally back, all the way out to the side like that. And there you go. So that's where the diverts the waves across the bow. So the first sort of 5 or 6 or 4 or 5, build them to 2 blocks high like that. And it should look something like that. And then do the same the other side. Diagonally out to the side. And the lag is starting to annoy me now. Like that. And then what was it? The first 5, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 like that. And there we go. There's our breakwater in place like so. And now in front of the breakwater, we want to build another cargo hatch. So 1 block gap from the hatch. We want to build a cargo hatch which is 9 wide. So 4 either side. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. But this time the sides are 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And join them together across the front. And then the centre 3, as before, build it to 2 blocks high, and then the slabs down the sides. So same process as before, but slightly shorter in terms of length. So that's that side done, and then the same this side, and there we go. So there's that bit done there. Right, so the hatch is done. And now we need to build our anchor chains. So the anchor chains are 3 block gap from the front, from the front of the hatch. So we're going to get use our black concrete. So 3 blocks away from the hatch. So 1, 2, 3, make it 4, and then we build a big E, which is 5 wide, like so. So it's 5 wide plus a block, and a block. So like I say, it's a big E, and it's a big E, isn't it? It's a big E. And then the anchor chains themselves. Now I'm going to use what did I use before? I can't remember what they're called. They are brick stairs, stone brick stairs. They're what I use for our anchor chains, and the chains themselves are 20 long. So you want 10 facing one way and 10 facing another way. So I'll build these staggered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there we are. Your anchor chains are 20 long. So do the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And if you sort of use your imagination and squint a bit, they do look a bit, I say very vaguely like anchor chains, or anchor chain links. But like I say, you got to probably got to have a few drinks as well, a couple of scotches before they look like anchor chains. Anyway, there's the chains done, and at each end, or at the end of the chains here, you just add another big E, like so. And there you go, there's your big E. And then what you want to do then is to add the cargo crane, or the anchor crane rather, to the front of the ship. So from the chains, you're going to count forward 5, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make it 6. We can build our anchor crane, which is 6 high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, that's a loud noise. And for the crane arm, you can either build it facing forward or facing back or facing to the side, whichever way. If we look at the prototype, it's facing back, so it's up to you. So if we face it back, we'll put a block on the front like that for the counterweight, and then for the anchor crane body itself, we're going to use slabs, and these slabs are 7 long. So from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that, and then you're going to build them diagonally down to the crane body, or the crane body down like so. And there you go, there's the crane body like that. Extend it in length if you need to, and it should look something like that. Marvellous, wouldn't you think? Now, one more thing I forgot to add either side of the anchor chains is the I don't know what they are, but they're sort of like winders. So if we go back to the anchor, the big E, the first big E closest to the cargo hatch, and go 2 blocks out to the side, or 3 blocks out, and then we build a 3 line like that, and then build at 3 high, so 1, 2, like that, and then 1 block in the middle, and then either side build 2 blocks up like that, or 3 blocks up, sorry, 3, and then 3 like that, and then using our court stairs, we can add a bit of design to it, so front and back, and it sort of looks like a one of those, if you know what I mean. So that's that one then, and do the same the other side. So was it 3rd block out from the side, so 1, 2, 3, build it 3 long and 3 high, plus 1 in the middle, 2 to the sides, 2 to the sides, or 3, whichever, and then stairs on the front and the back, and there you go, there's your 2 ones of those things like that. And the reason those are there is because they were on the model that I used as reference, so there we go. And I think the last job really is just to add the handrails. Now the handrails are going to go from not from the very front, but from the first block, or the lowest block of the sort of the bow figure. Not really a figure, is it? It's just sort of a scoop on the front. So don't go from the tip of the bow. Go about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks back. You can start adding the handrails. Now the handrails go along the edge of the ship. And if you're familiar with my builds, you'll know that the handrails don't sit on the top of the black blocks properly. So what I'm going to do, I'll put the handrails in first, but what I'm going to do afterwards, I shall remove the blocks underneath the handrails, like so, the wood blocks, and replace them with black. so that the handrails sit on top of the edge of the ship properly. So like I say, I'll add the handrails first, going the full length of the forecastle right up to the beginning of the superstructure, and then it'll all look fine. So let's get this all out of the way. So it's not a fun job, but you know, it has to be done. Up to there, like so. There's the handrails on that side, and then, as like I was saying, underneath the corner blocks or corner wood blocks, just add black to join them all together. And I just removed the wrong block. There we go. La 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 la, dee 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 dee. All the way back, or all the way forward to the tip of the bow, and then everything should all be hunky-dory. It's only a vanity thing. I mean, it just does look a bit better when it's done. But anyway, there's the handrails added, and they don't look too bad. I'll do the other side in a minute, but just focus on what we're doing at the moment. So there's the handrails done, and then the next job we're going to use anvils, and we're going to add 3 pairs of bollards. So we're going to go from roughly to the side of the anchor crane, put a pair of bollards there, like so. About halfway down, just in front of the breakwater, put another pair like so, and then another pair towards the back end of the forecastle like so. So 3 pairs of bollards. They're only staggered randomly, they're not put in any specific place, so you can add as many as you want or as few as you want, but it's up to you. And the lag is really bad right now. So yeah, there we go, that's the bollards added there. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly copy all that to the other side, the handrails and the bollards, and everything should all be okay. Like I say, it's the same on both sides, but I'm just going to quickly speed this up. So let's go to that point there, and we just go quickly copy, flip to the right, and then we paste, and there we go, there's our handrails there, and it don't look too bad. Marvellous. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly do a jump cut because the leg is starting to get a bit bad, so I'm just going to sort that out and then I shall return. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So I think I've sorted out the lag, but anyway, what I'm going to do is just focus on the mast. So the mast, like I was saying, is 4 rows of 15 up, so I'm going to focus on that one first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there we are. That's how it should have looked if you'd done it yourself. And then sort of 3 or 4 blocks down from the top, or make it a bit more, 5 or 6. Build out 3 and 3 like so. And if you do what I do, just add a black block in the middle there like so, just a bit of design, and then about 5 or 6 down from that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 roughly, build out 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and then once again black block from the ends like so. Not essential, just makes it look a bit different. And there we go, there's the top spurs done for the mast. And then back down to the bottom of the mast, we're going to build the forward and back sections, the derricks and the mast crane areas, and we're going to go from the front of the mast, go up to the 7th block up, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then build forward 26, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and then 1 from the end, add the black block. So there we are, there's our forward facing thingy-my-what's-it. And then 2 blocks below that, 1, 2 down, you're going to build 10 rows of 4 back diagonally. So I build our first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then diagonally but outwards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so that's 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, that's 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's 10. And then 1 from the end, again add a block like so, and there we go, like that. And then do the same the other side, just as 10 rows of 4, like so, all the way back. And then one from the end, black block again. There we go. So anyway, that's the forward mast done. I don't think there's a crow's nest to go on it, but if you're thinking that the forecastle looks a bit bare, then you can add a bit more detail if you want, like little vents and cranes and things. I don't think I've got any on the prototype, no. So add a few vents and things if you want to, just to bulk up the design and the detail a bit, because like I said, it does look a bit bare, but it's up to you what you want to do. Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go to the back end of the ship's wheelhouse. So there's the wheelhouse there, and on this curved section on the back there, on the centre block roughly, so there's the centre, go 2 blocks forward on the wood, and you're going to build your mast there like so. So that's where your mast is going to go, your second mast, and this one is going to go up 11, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 like so. So it should look something like that. And then the next is 3 rows of 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, damn it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like that. And the same sort of thing on the front mast, just build out 3 and 5 or 6 or whatever in various areas. Like so, and then add the black blocks if you want to. Like so, there you go. Top of the mast done. Now underneath the mast, on the deck, you can build it down to the main superstructure. So just go underneath the mast and then just build that mast down to the next deck. Like so, and then you can build it down to the next deck as well if you want to. Like so, so it has a bit of structural significance there if you want to add that. So there you go. It makes the bottom section look a bit taller, but that's not a big deal. But overall it does make the mast work. So yeah, not too bad. Right, so next job we're going to do is just add a few details to the front of the superstructure. So we'll get our handrails again, and also we're going to need our end rods as well. So we get our end rods. And for the end rods, you see the front of the main superstructure, you've got the end rods going along the sides, but you can also add that going across the front as well. So every 4th block across the front, just do the same again, add the end rods going towards the centre. So every 4th block that way, and I'll do the same going from the other end, so every 4th block this way as well. And there we go, there's our end rods across the front, and then do the same on the deck below, every 4th block towards the centre, and everything should all be hunky diddly dory. That's the theory at least. There we go, there's a little bit done there, marvellous. And try and get out of the way of the mast. And yeah, don't look too bad. So one more job for this area first is to add a bridge going from deck section 1 to the main superstructure. If you go from the ship's wheelhouse deck house, 1 deck up from the bottom, and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in from the end, and then remove a white block, and then build a line of white blocks like so, and another line of white blocks like that to create a bridge, and then remove the blocks there and replace with wood blocks. Like so, and then you can add handrails to connect them up. Like so, so it's basically a bridge in it. So, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks in from the end. So do the same the other side. 6 blocks in, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remove the white block and the handrails, and then build the wood going across, and then the white, like so, and then the handrails. And there you go, there's the bridge like that. Marvellous. Brilliant, perfect, beautiful, and all things like that. So that's the handrails there. Now we move on to the main superstructure here. And from the bottom deck, not the main deck, but from the bottom deck of the ship's first deck house, you're going to build up underneath the ship's bridge wings. Now because the bridge wings are so high up, you've got to sort of work out how you're going to do this. So I think that's... Is that directly above? Yep, so from the either from the deck house up or from the bridge wings down, you can build a support structure like so. So one of those, and then one on the back of the wheelhouse as well. So like I say, it's two supports. I think you can get one in the middle as well. I'll come back to that in a second. Just get these ones going down first. And actually, you're going to build this one further, one block out as well, because the ship is slightly wider at the back of the bridge wing. So there's all the case of just connecting everything up, and then everything connects up fine. And of course that didn't work, did it? Bloody things. Alright, I'll do that again. Right, one block out there. Right, okay. Because these things are so thin and fiddly, they're awkward to see. And awkward to connect up. There we go. So there's that support there. And you can add one in the middle, like I was saying, because it's a 3 wide section. So you've got 3 lines of these things going down like so. There we go. And 3 supports like that. Looks odd, but there you go. And then do the same the other side. Like I say, these things are a real finicky thing to put together, but they have to be done. Get them lined up, yeah, that's fine. Do the same again. God, I hate these things. There we go, and then one more. There we go. So that's the those bits added there. And I think there's handrails, iron bars going across the front, but these ones are optional. If I just fly over to the prototype, across the front of the deck below the ship's wheelhouse is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pillars across the front there. Now these are optional as well, so it's up to you if you want to add those. So I shall I'll leave them for now. But like I say, they are optional, so you can do them if you want to. And that is pretty much that bit done there. So what I'm going to do, another jump cut when I work out what to do next, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So I'm at the back end of the ship, the very back end, and what we're going to do now is add the ship's docking bridge. So we're going to go to the very back end of the stern, the back end of the ship, and we're going to go to the 4th block forward on the wood. So I want to get this out of the way quick. So 4th on the wood, so 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks forward, and then we're going to build 7 wide, which is 3 either side like that, and then the sides you want to build forward 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then out 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forward 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 2, 1, 2. Same the other side, I build that forward as well, so forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, out 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, forward 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the 2, and then join them together across the front, like so. Now I've not added the centre block, so I better do that. The centre block there, and the same on the back, like that. So you've got a sort of weird shaped deck house like that, and then the back wall, this back wall here closest to the stern, build that to 4 high, like so, and then the side row of 6, build that to 4 high as well. I'll just do one side for the minute, so there we go, so that's 4 high there, and then the side going out to 5, build that to 4 high, like so, and then the 3 blocks of the next row, so 1, 2, actually 2 blocks of the next row, like so, build that to 3, like that, and then the end of the 3rd block, I think it's that one. I'll rebuild it. No, we'll go from this block here. So build it 2 blocks forward on the side like that, 4 high, and then from this block here, you're going to build the bridge wing out 7. So 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 again. 1, 2, 2 forward, 1, 2, and 2 forward again. 1, 2, and then back in 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then down to the deck house like so, and then around the rest of the deck house to the middle, build to 4 high, like so. So I just want to get that out of the way. I build this up to the centre, because I've got to do the other bridge wing as well. So that's 4 high like that, and it should look something like that. And then underneath, in between, like so, just build this bit in the middle here to 3 high, because of course the deck is going to sit on top the area there. So that's the bridge wing added there. So I should quickly do the other side. So the row of 6, build that to 4 high. Like so, and then out to 5 to 4 high. And then two blocks forward to 4 high, like so, and then from the top block here out 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2, and then 2 forward, and then 2 forward, and then forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the rest of the hull, the deck house, can be 4 high, like so. There we go, and also the bit in the middle, 3 high underneath the bridge wing. And there we go, there's our bridge deck house sort of thing done there. And then what you can do then is start adding the deck, which is just the usual wood blocks. Like so, and as per usual I shall stand on a block over here and just use the fill tool to fill in the roof. So fill wood by 200 or whatever. And there we go, there's the bridge deck house, docking bridge rather, done. And it don't look too bad. Marvellous. So what you can do then is start adding the doors and windows, but on the front of the ships, of this docking bridge, what we do on the front wall, we go inwards 3 blocks, so 1, 2, 3 like so, and then from there build a thing, build 3 blocks like so, and then you're going to build that, actually 2 blocks back again, so build a row of 6 like that, so 3 and 3 like that on the bottom, and then build that to about 5 high, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way around, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, and across the front, and then across the front add another row of 3 like so, and then add another row of 3 on top of that, and another row of 3 there, and then on the top here you can add a row of stairs, so we get our quartet stairs, like so, and it should look something like that. So it sort of creates a vent sort of thing. So if you were to remove that block in there like that, it would be a sort of an air scoop, but it's up to you. So there's our vent there like that, and you do the same the other side, the same design. So 3rd block in from the end, just build 3 wide, 3 wide, 5 or 4 high, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, all the way around, like so, and then we add 3 on the front, 2 blocks high, and then another block high there, and then blocks across like that, and there we go. So there's those 2 vent scoop thingy what's it's there, and it don't look too bad. So looking at the prototype, I think that's about fine. We'll just fly over a second. I think there's a deck shed thing on top. Yeah, the shed goes on top as well. So the shed is, I think, 5 wide. So between the 2, actually I think it's 7 wide. So so from the front wall, go 2 blocks back on the wood, and then build 7 wide. So a centre block plus 3 like that either side, and then the sides are 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then across the back, like so. And just look at the prototype again, and then just build that to 2 blocks high, all the way around, and then add the roof. And there we go. There's that little job done there. So that's the stern docking bridge. Pretty much done, but you can still add the doors and windows. So I'll get get our doors and get our windows, and I'll just add the usual thing. So sort of pair of doors and then windows all the way around. I can do it on this one because it's only a small deck house. So put another door there. So it's the same sort of thing all the way around. Same irrelevant design. Remember, I'm just putting these at random, okay, so you don't need to follow this as gospel. But yeah, it's up to you how you want to do this. There's windows on that side, a door and a window, that's fine. So a door and a window, and a window and a pair of doors. Sorry I'm boring everyone with this, but I just want to do this. Gets it out of the way. So a window window, and probably a centre window as well, why not? There we go. So there's our stern docking bridge done there. And then the last job, you can add the handrails around the edge, like we've done with the first deck house. So deck house iron bars all the way around. Like so. There we go. So that's that job all done. So that's our docking bridge done. Looking at the prototype, I think that's fine. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to quickly do another jump cut to work out what to do next, and then we can move on. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to the ship's stern details, like the masts and the cargo anchors there. Cargo hatches rather. So what we're going to do, go to the first deck house forward of the so we've got the docking bridge here. Go to the first deck house forward of that. So this first deck house here, and we're going to go to the fifth block forward on the centre of the top. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll add our mast there. So we need our terracotta again, yellow terracotta, which I've put away, and we need to put that on the fifth block forward. So it's roughly central on the top of the deck house. So it's once again though it's 4 rows of 15 high. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Like so. And then about 5 down from the top, build out 3 and 3 plus a black block in the middle, and then about 4 down from that, build out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then black block from the middle, from the end, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then black block again. There we go. So that's the top of the mast done. Now we go back down to the bottom, and then 4 blocks up from the top. 4 up. We're going to build back. Is it 2 rows or 1 row? I think it's 1 row. Let me just check this a second. I can't remember how I laid this out. Oh, it's a centre line. So 1 row of 27. So 4 up from the bottom on the centre, like so. We want to build back 27. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, like that. And then a black block on the end, like so. And there we go. So that's 2 blocks. That's a single row like that. And then 2 up from that, you're going to build 27 on the outside forward. So 2 rows of 27. So like so. So 2 blocks like that, and then 27. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Plus a black block at the end. And then the same the other side. So another row of 27 like so. Like that, and there we go. That's that mast done there. Marvellous. Now for a cargo hatch, we're going to go forward of the deck house, so down onto the deck below, and forward of the deck house like so. We're going to go 5 blocks forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll add our cargo hatch. So this is the first deck house again, behind the ship's wheel docking bridge there. So build a cargo hatch which is 7 wide, so that's 3 either side. 1, 2, 3, and the sides are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then join them together. And then once again the centre 3 are going to be 2 blocks high, like so, and then the sides we fill in with slabs. So I get our slabs like so. And then the same up the other side. Right, there we go. So that's that cargo hatch done there. And if you want to, I didn't do this on the prototype, but you can here, is add handrails around the edge of this said deck house here. Like I said, I didn't do it on the prototype, but that's not really a big thing. And now what we're going to do now is move on to that next deck house and completely avoid it, because there's nothing on this one. It's bare. There's only a small mech that goes on that, but I can focus on that later on. So what we're going to do then, avoid the middle deck house and go to the front one, which is 2 stories high. And we're going to go to the back of that and add a cargo hatch. And the cargo hatch is 3 blocks back from the deck house itself, and it is the same diameter as the other one, so it's 7 wide at the front, like so, and then the sides are 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the same across the back, and then the centre 3, like so, and then join them together, not join them together, but add the slabs along the sides, like so. And there we go, there's our cargo hatch done there. And then we go back to the, or go to the deck house again, which is 2 blocks high, and we're going to go, or 2 stories high rather, and on the centre of that we're going to count to the 8th block forward on the wood, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to add the mast. This will be the 4th mast, and the mast is once again 4 rows of 15, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, like that. And same again as before, 4 or 5 blocks down, build out 3, and 3, and then we add the black blocks, like so, and then 4 or 5 down from that, build out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus 1, like that, and there we go, there's our mast there. And then for the mast, pulleys, cranes and derricks and things go back down to the bottom, and from the 4th block up, we're going to go 4th block up on the side, add a block on each side like so, and then from there you're going to build back, I think it's back, back 2 rows of 27, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, put a black block on the end, I'll have to keep destroying, like so, and then the same the other side, 27 back, and then a black block on the end, like so, and then forward of the mast, or on the front of the mast rather, 2 blocks up from the bottom, or 2 blocks up from the 2 previous things, we're going to build forward 12 rows of 3, so that's 1, so it's 3, 3, so it's 3 rows of 3, and we want 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 rows of 3 like that. Sorry, I couldn't do that properly, but there you go. So that's 12 rows of 3 forward like that, so it's a diagonal mast up like that. And that's pretty much it for the masts and things. And yeah, don't look too bad. Now from the main superstructure to the deck house here, which is 2 stories high, we're going to add a bridge between the 2 again. So like we did on the front end, we're going to go from the 6th block inwards, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then build a bridge going across like so, and add the handrails, which are basically a wall 2 blocks high, like so, and remove the blocks in between and fill in with wood like so. So there's our first bridge there. And do the same the other side, which is 6 blocks back, 6 blocks in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Build our wall across. And then the wall on the other side, like so. And there we are. There's our bridge across like that. Marvellous. And then you can do the same with the deck house back again, so from deck house 1 to deck house 2, add a bridge as well. This one's going to be slightly further inwards because the ship gets slightly narrower, so if we go to the 8th block in on the back of this deck house, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then build this one back like so, and this one only needs to be 1 block high because we use handrails for the handrails rather. So all the way like so, remove the blocks there and replace it with wood. And then do the same the other side, so it's 8th block in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then replace with wood. Like so, and there we go, there's that deck all connected up as well. You could probably do the same with the other one, but there wasn't one on the prototype, so I didn't bother. I don't think there was one on the real ship either, but you know. So what I'm going to do now, last job for today, is to add the handrails from this deck house, from the back end of this deck house to the other side. So we get our handrails and just build it all the way around. And I think we can call it a day then, because there's still more details to do, but we'll sort that out another day. And I think we'll probably get all the next details done in the last video, in one more video. So the next video will probably be, oh, I'll explain it in a minute, it'll probably be funnels, lifeboats and things like that. But we'll see when I get to it. We'll just get this deck house done anyway, get this all handrailed out. And apologies for being a bit vague today, but it's bloody hot in here and I don't tolerate heat too well. It's one of those British summers where it's too bloody hot. I know there are people in Australia who keep complaining that they tolerate much worse than this, which is true, but you know, they're used to it. I'm not. You chose to live in a very hot climate, I didn't. Right, so there we go. There is our handrails done around that one. Like I say, you can do the handrails around that one as well, that deck house, but it's up to you. And so there we go. Well, there is one more job we can do, is to add the handrails around the stern as well. So go from the end of the white wall here and just do the handrails like we did on the bow, and like I've done on the bow as well. You can remove the wood blocks underneath the handrails and replace with black blocks. I shall do that as well. I shall build the handrails first and then I'll replace the black blocks. So basically just go from the end of the white wall on the side and build your handrails all the way around the back end of the ship. And any little detail we can do now, we don't have to do later on, which is always helpful. And there we go, there's our handrails added. And like I say, you can remove the black blocks, the wood blocks underneath to replace with black, so that the handrails sit a bit more uniformly. And everything should look nice and neat. That's the theory at least. I've done a bit of damage there, didn't mean to do that. Alright, try again. La 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 dee 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 dee. Dull. Remove the handrail. Right, try again. And one more there. There we go, that's the handrails all added. And the blocks replaced, and there we go. There is our stern details done there. Marvellous, brilliant, marvellous, wonderful. So yeah, that's that job done. And I'm going to call it a day now, but like I said, there's still more to do. And what I have not done since the previous video is add the doors and windows to these walls here. I did mean to do that, but I didn't get round to it. So doors and windows I will sort out on that deck there between now and the next video. But for the next video, I think we might be able to do the last portions of the ship, which is basically funnels, lifeboats, skylights, a few vents. And that's it really. There is not a huge amount to do left. So yeah, we can pretty much get this thing done in the next day or two, so hopefully everything will be fine. Yeah, so the ship has got pretty much its identity, its silhouette, except for the funnels, so yeah. So we'll leave it at that. So that'll be for the next video. So yeah, that will do for part 6. So I'll call it a day now. So this is Rich signing off, logging off and disappearing. And I shall return in part 6. Hopefully it will be the last video. So bye for now.